Memphis last night. And the first of 4 meetings this year in a 7-game series. The Kings end game. It's a lot, but this Kings team. Malik Monk at a season-high 31 against Memphis and opens the scoring for the Kings.
He gets so high and jumps into bodies.
So Steph is back with Dennis Schroeder, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Trace Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga is going to be reevaluated after 3 weeks with that ankle issue. And TJD unable to finish there.
He did a good job jumping in the body. He just wasn't able to finish. The in between the leg pass from Schroeder, you like that action.
Murray had been out for several games, but bottoms it
from everywhere else. They're 7th in the league in field goal percentage.
The Kings have won 3 in a row. Draymond an open 3. And battled that out. The Warriors have been firing the last 2 games against Philly and Memphis. When you get 20-plus threes, that's the way to win games. 21 and 23, and Sabonis. Look at this beginning for the Kings. The first 7 points of the game.
Well, they started off well. They're playing with a lot of pace, like the Warriors want to do, getting a ton of possessions, winning possession battles.
Deion Ellis, very good defender. He's become a really good 3-point shooter. Draymond another open 3. Draymond, I mean, you got enough 38% from the distance.
They want to give him that shot, but he's going to make him pay, and it started with Steph's double team. Look at this ball pressure. Schroeder on Malik Monk. And that's why you love Schroeder. I mean, what he brings defensively is huge.
Sabonis, such a clever passer. He's been making threes this year. Sabonis ticked iron there, but this was a problem last night. The Warriors on second chance points were outscored by over 20 points.
And the Kings are not a good offensive rebounding team, but they've already given up a couple of offensive rebounds.
After the mid-range, DeMar DeRozan missing, but 3rd offensive rebound early, and it's killing the Warriors right now. Wow. This can't happen 2 games in a row.
Well, half their points are second chance points right now. 5 of them.
It's a Draymond 3-point shooting contest. I don't know that the Warriors want that all game. This Draymond's 1 of 3.
I think the Kings want that all game, but instead of Steph Curry shooting them.
Malik Monk is a tough cover for Schroeder. Keegan Murray. Missing there, and there's a defensive rebound. Steph got it. This is the pace Cohen has been talking about. Push it back. Run early, see what you get. You got plenty of time in the shot clock if it's not there right away. Wiggins an open look. Andrew Wiggins. He had that amazing second half after
a flare screen there, and defender just got held up on that.
DeMar DeRozan is something else. I mean, that's his game right there. The master of the mid-range.
He shot double the amount of mid-range shots than anyone else in the league. The second guy is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They actually made 4 threes, though, in their last game against Memphis Grizzlies. They shot 7 threes.
Schroeder missing that 3, so the Warriors get a little 3 happy here. Sabonis is not the shot blocker that Embiid and Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey were the last 2 times the Warriors played on this floor.
They do guard the paint well, though, so that's why you got to move it from side to side, get some long closeouts, attack those.
Malik Monk, such a streaky player. You don't want to see him hit his first shot, so that's good for the Dubs there. Steph in, out, and good off the glass.
Welcome back, Stephen Curry. That was filthy.
Knee tendonitis keeping Steph away from some of the back-to-backs. Deion Ellis missing Curry. He's inhaling rebounds here.
Well, he's just fooling them with the ball screens. You think he's going towards the ball screen, he rejects it.
Trace looking not to go up over Monk, and that's one where Trace Jackson Davis, he's got to look to the rim. He's scored in double figures repeatedly in the last 10 games.
That's what I was saying last game. He can stand to be a little more aggressive there.
Keegan Murray missing. Now the Warriors are starting to rebound the ball.
Because we watched him at Indiana. Like, he's got some counter moves. He can put the ball on the floor.
Wiggins attacking. Clock at 11. Schroeder and Trace there. Foul line jumper halfway down and out.
The shots aren't falling at the rate they were last night to start, so you got to keep playing fast, keep your pace up, and keep working on this end.
Bonus, all those dribble handoffs, and it's a great roller, and got great hands, but Steph took it away.
Oh, watch out.
Schroeder spilled by Keon Ellis, and that's going to get the Kings a freebie.
And that's another thing Doug Christie has been encouraging. If you can force some turnovers.
Steve Kerr gets in. So JK out at least 3 weeks with that sprained ankle from last night. And Buddy Hield, the former King, banking it up and in.
You like seeing Buddy Hield under control, just kind of taking his time, get inside the three-point line, go floater like that. They are letting people crash into step after he shoots it. We're kind of used to that. It doesn't affect the shot. They let him do whatever afterwards.
Kevin Huerter is checked in. Malik Monk starts now, so Huerter comes off the bench. Monk on a sidestep three. Bottomed it.
Well, that started with Sabonis. That's where the issue was.
Malik Monk's a 35% three-point shooter, but he's as likely to go 0 for 5 and then go 5 for 5, which he did in his previous 2 games.
You got to be careful here. Save the turnover.
Shot clock at 4. Wiggins right to the bucket. Okay. We had talked about that right before the break.
And you make his defender just open up.
Bonus on the kick out. Huerter's a good three-point shooter. Sidestep triple, and he knocks that down. So I thought the Kings weren't shooting threes well this year.
Bro, I'm telling you, last game they kind of broke out of it with the 21 threes against Memphis.
They're 4 of 8 in the early going here. Sacramento looks good. Wiggins spinning. Okay, let's just keep doing that 100 times.
Yeah, he's been on it. Ever since Bane ran through him, he's been going at people's lives.
That is very poor transition defense by the Dubs.
He just fell asleep.
And then throw it away. This is what the Warriors have done in December, is Huerter makes him pay here.
They're number 1 in opponent transition points, number 1 in opponent fast break points. They don't let you get out. They get back.
They've been in the postseason the last 2 years, and they haven't done that since Rick Allen was there.
Offensive foul. Draymond Green just...
Malik Monk kicking it out to Huerter, who started well but missed that 3, and that's good box out by Draymond there.
But the thing about the pace is Warriors have to be more intentional this game, as good as they are in transition defense. A little travel there.
Oh, man.
From Andrew Wiggins.
Moving
college.
Man, he'd been injured. His first minutes in his NBA career were against Memphis. Steph knocked that away from Monk, but then Sabonis coming up and putting it in. So you're taking a big hole against a team that is 7th in the league in scoring.
And they're 18th in offensive rebound. That's not usually what they do, but they're seeing a chance against the Warriors. They're taking advantage of those opportunities.
Al Anderson, nice find. That guy can shoot as many threes as he wants. Steph Curry hitting that.
Steph just doesn't stop moving, and 2 defenders just kind of stayed inside, found himself open.
And without De'Aaron Fox, you got to really be impressed with the Kings beginning here. A guy shooting 42% on threes who plays that kind of defense. He's been a find for them.
In a year where the team has struggled with their three-point shooting, he's been a bright spot. They're 5th in turnovers. They take care of the ball so they can get back and get their defense set. So the Warriors make or miss, throw it ahead, sprint it ahead, do whatever you got to do.
Well, the Kings are shooting 58%. You don't mind the Warriors shooting 50%, but the points off turnovers are 7-0. The second chance opportunities, Sacramento is getting up more shots. Warriors continue to live at the three-point line, 3 of 9 right now.
They're running that pick-the-picker where you set a back screen and get a screen yourself. If the Kings are there, put the ball on the floor, see if you can get something better.
Sabonis, nice finish.
He was just not taking no for an answer. Kept backing Trace Jackson Davis down. I talked about his physicality.
It's gone from bad to worse here for the Devils. And the Kings are just pouring it on them right now. It's a 13-3 run, and if you don't think you can lose an NBA game in the first quarter, you're wrong.
You need to get something going to the rim.
You saw Wiggins go repeatedly. He had 2 straight layups. Shot clock down to 3. Warriors don't have anything going right now. Trace couldn't quite collect that. It was a right pass. It's another turnover. Carter missing that 3. Can the Warriors run off of it? Al Anderson, he broke the paint. Schroeder,
Lay it up.
knocked away.
He can lay that one up.
This has been a really poor first quarter. There's no way around it. Kings have it hopping, making shots to Rosen. Setting up Herder for three. And when the Warriors force misses, got to rebound it, which they did. How do you heel kicks it out? Are layups illegal anymore in the NBA?
You got to get people jumping into people at the rim now. And see if you can just power up through someone, finish through contact.
Al Anderson on a really good reserve in Trey Lyles. He's been so good for Sacramento this year. Rudy missing the three. The Warriors are 3 of 11 on threes.
You're relying on a little too much now.
They're 4 of 6 on twos.
Move the ball around, create some long closeouts, try to beat someone off the dribble. You got Schroeder out there. He's got to get in the paint, see if you can start that movement, create some long closeouts with a kick out.
Show and go, and then the dunk.
So the Kings are in domination mode right now. You got to quell this momentum somehow with a 2-for-1.
Hey, layup, but he healed.
It's there for you. Man. You can't be deterred. Yeah, they guard the paint really well. Third and opponent points in the paint. But if you keep going, you'll find some openings to get to the rim.
The Warriors have not shot a free throw in the entire quarter either. You're not going to get any free throws if you don't attack inside. Under driving. There'll be a blocking foul on him. That's because the Warriors haven't attacked the rim. 5 seconds left. Shot clock off. Schroeder. Hey, layups work. I mean, this is so obvious for the Warriors. They've dug a 15-point hole, but if they change their mindset, they can.
That's the problem. There's where you have to have the mindfulness to your attack, where you're trying to get inside a little more, just trying to be a little more intentional about getting inside.
Shot clock at 5. Draymond's got a top of the key jumper. Herder headed the other way. It's Carter and Herder with Alex Len. Good box out by Draymond there. Lindy Waters catch and shoot three. Lindy been hot the last couple games, but right now none of them
into those threes. Fast break, transition.
And down 15, it's just possession by possession. That's the home run plays in basketball that eat up the big deficit. Carter floater.
Carter's going to continue to let it fly, and instead of just staying from shooting from threes, and he's trying to get inside like the Warriors want to do.
Yeah, without De'Aaron Fox, you've got the Kings, everybody playing their A game right now. Wiggins taking it inside. So Andrew, he's 4 of 5.
So you can turn the corner off of that action. It's well done, and Steph set a pretty good screen for him.
Carter show and go, and trying to set up Len, and he's fouled from behind. Read his lips there. He said, "Wake up." The Warriors had played last night, and they have been a step slow, and their mindfulness has not been there so far in this first half on either end of the floor. That's a good defensive sequence, and Indy with the steal. Moving without the ball, and he will lay it up and in.
There isn't in between you and the basket. Go ahead and cut. Steph Curry knows.
Stop and score. Stop and score. That one knocked out of bounds, but they're going to say DeMar DeRozan was shooting. And so a couple free throws.
Well, this is an interesting match.
Free throws down.
Just trying to stabilize the game now.
It's a good word. Kind of stabilize things and again some sort of comeback. Steph Curry catch and shoot three. Play.
They crashed into him.
They crash into him all the time.
Oh my goodness.
So Steph's got 11. There's a 4-point play there.
Sometimes they tell him it's the high five and they're just going to let it go.
Keegan Murray missing that three. Curry the rebound in motion. Steph's got 4 boards. He's got the most points. He's got the most rebounds for the Warriors. Dribbling through. And Wiggins on the counter. Draymond's got a warm-up three. And he got it. The 2 drives set up the outside shot.
Well, it's no surprise since Steph Curry came back in the game. But he's so key to what the Warriors are. Every team needs an enforcer, an emotional leader, and he's back at it and ripped it away from DeMar DeRozan. And Draymond has a lot to say about that part of the game.
Steph's 3. Around and in.
And they gave him another.
There's never been a superstar fouled as much as Steph. Now Malik Monk racing into the front court. Dropping it to Sabonis. Nice play there.
That's the problem. If you go
And then another and one foul if you can avoid it in the first half.
Yeah, while you're trying to stay aggressive, can you keep thinking the game as Sabonis misses the second free throw or the free throw?
In the last 3 possessions, the Warriors have 11 points. That's hard to do.
Well, when Steph Curry's on your team.
Well, you get 2 4-point plays in the 3. Draymond missed that layup. A good idea to go inside. It's a game now. After being down 18. And Keegan Murray bottoming that 3.
Transition defense. Warriors are actually 3rd in opponent transition points. They've been really good on the season, but the Kings are testing that.
So now the turnovers are building, buzzing. He had the momentum, and look at Malik Monk now trying to put the Warriors back to sleep.
It's a game of runs, and the Kings are on theirs now.
Got it down to 6, and balloons back up to 12.
Yeah, with Steph's thumb, it's tough to catch it with one hand sometimes.
Steph had it knocked away and then threw it away. The Warriors are piling up the turnovers.
It's the 10th one.
Draymond blocked that 3. Barr with 15. This one is one of the great streak shooters this league has. And Gianel is missing there, and
Offensive. Yeah, it's a foul.
The Kings are fought for Sacramento, but no Kuminga, no GP2, and no Pajemski. And Wiggins missed the layup.
It's great action, though, just cutting off of that roll from Draymond Green. Lindy Waters brought the defenders with him.
Ray Lyles cycling it out of Monk. Really good ball movement, and Keegan Murray paying it off. That was a pretty possession by Sacramento. And think about that 5-point swing. Wiggins makes the layup, you're fine. So Kevon Looney had a couple did not play situations, getting some action here in the second quarter. And Steve Kerr's just kind of looking for bodies, and there's a guy who grabs offensive rebounds. Looney couldn't finish there. Kevon and Wiggins, Lindy Waters, Moses Moody, and Schroeder. Wiggins has been attacked.
Man is just so professional. Coach Kerr has singled him and Kyle Anderson out like 2 of the most professional players he's been around. And Looney's not above just that can pay it off getting downhill after you get those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
That's it.
And both Kyle and Kevon doing that.
And like you said, they're in the bonus.
80% from the foul line now.
I just did. I literally just electronically high-fived.
Really credit Wiggs and his free throwing this year. That's a nice pass to Sabonis. A good finish inside.
Yeah, he's their everything right now. Without De'Aaron Fox, he's going to be the guy creating. And
he's got 6 assists and with 10 points.
Well, 2 defenders go with him. He's attracting attention.
Midway through the second quarter, the Warriors had that uphill climb really from the beginning. That clock at 5, and Looney went right out. Sabonis couldn't get it off glass.
They blow up your split action. What do you flow into there? You need it to be a little more of a smooth flow.
2-man game with Monk and Sabonis, and Malik Monk, best player on the floor right now. 13 points, 6 an 18-point lead. Couldn't get that. Looney does, puts it in and draws the foul.
Looney is awesome.
Because the Kings are very top-heavy with their starters. If you got Sabonis in foul trouble, it would
that'd be huge.
So Wiggins with 11. Looney with that 3-point play.
That close to this half is going to be huge. You don't want to let go of the reins here.
Foul guys do.
It's just Looney's usually so good at just hiding it. He kind of extended all the way out.
Oh, it was a good call. It was a foul. Saying Monk is doing everything, and then
double-double.
Averaging 20 and 14, 6 assists.
He's already almost got a double-double.
I mean, he is consistency personified. And completed the 3-point play. The Kings know, hey, just keep the Warriors asleep here. They made the one comeback to get within striking distance, and Sacramento just hit the gas again. Schroeder had that helpfully blocked. Sacramento shooting 60% from the field. Nothing's going to change if the Warriors defense doesn't pick it up. Ellis for the baseline. And Wiggins the rebound. What number do you want to see at halftime? What are you thinking? What's realistic? 18 right now.
Yeah, you can get it to like 12 at least. We'll keep turning the ball over.
11 turnovers in the first half, and that'll be a dunk the other way. This is the Kings playing extremely well. The Warriors playing extremely poorly. Schroeder missing that. This is after two really good performances against Philadelphia and Memphis.
Well, before that shot, the Warriors' shot quality just hadn't been very good for a lot of this game. At least they got a floater there, just missed it.
It's a bonus. They're going knockout blow right now, up 23. It's a 24-5 run. Steph kind of threw him.
He's been a pretty good shooter in the past, but yeah, at times he's a little hesitant to shoot it. Now
For the half.
oh yeah, especially since you got a 22-point lead.
So Steph bottoming a couple free throws. Curry's got 17. Wiggins has 11. Sabonis has 18. And Malik Monk has 13 points and 9 assists.
You just got to be careful because they're in the bonus too now.
Oh, Margarosen
Usually does such a great job of getting this and making it a fast break on the other side.
Okay, so now Sabonis isn't even in the game. So Trey Lyles is their center. If you were going to think about going inside, this would be the time. After the shot clock at 7, shoots it over the rookie and got a 3. So Steph's got 20.
Will his team back in it?
Carter into the baseline. Good rotation, Buddy Hield. And Herder is fouled, and that'll be free throw.
That was a foul. Steph at the same time, if they would have done it in time, they might have won it. Steph got ball first.
Get all ball, as he indicated. So that hurts a number of different ways. You only have about a 30-second period to challenge, and they'll say the Warriors didn't do it fast enough. And Steph reverts the turnover. Buddy Hield missing that corner 3. Very little has gone right here in this half. Malik Monk missing, and all the Kings on the glass. And Carter unable to foul at home. Kyle Anderson, give me that.
Like I say, they're the more aggressive team, though, getting that many people on the glass, but Kyle Anderson just stayed with it.
Kyle Anderson hits the deck. And the lob to Carter, and he rattles it home.
It's a fingertip dunk. It's a dunk nonetheless, and the Kings are feeling great right now.
Buddy Hield open 3, and he got it.
They're going to double team Steph, so you have to make that
1-3 in a row. And they come here without De'Aaron Fox, but Warriors played last night. Kings did not. And whatever energy level, Kings have been perfect from the time the anthem ended.
the mid-range king.
70 in the first half, and we're not done yet.
They got 18 points off your turnovers. They're going to talk about that at halftime. That's another man with that pass.
Kings have taken 44 shots to the Warriors 38, and they've shot 59%. Monk. That's the handle, got it back. Can't advance it. Shot clock down to 4. Margarosen a rare 3. And then you got a foul on the rebound on the Warriors.
That's what Trey Lyles
been thoroughly outplayed, and then some of the mistakes are self-inflicted on the Dubs. Be sure to check out the Dubs Talk podcast.
They played well. See, you always say it's when you play teams. This team's won 3 in a row.
And bad
They're
time
playing well.
Yeah, they catch you on a back-to-back. You catch them red hot after a coaching change, right after the Kuminga injury. And without De'Aaron Fox won't miss many games. This is the first miss of the year. You can play without your star for 1 game. You don't want to play without your star for weeks, as in the foul. And that the Kings established something, and they've just been riding it ever since.
Well, it was the turnovers, and then they didn't have the mindfulness to their attack as Schroeder misses the first free throw. The shot selection just wasn't great. And as I said, this is a team that guards well when it comes to transition. They get back in transition. They're not going to let you have anything easy in transition, fast break points. So you have to rely on your...
And the Kings can go 2 for 1 to end the half. Malik Monk, there's the free one. They are making everything Malik Monk has 16 and 10.
And he's not even their leading scorer, though. Sabonis.
They lose the first quarter by 15 and lose the second quarter by 10 so far. The Warriors are getting run out of their own building. Wiggins inside, and that is what was needed.
Some cross screens for him, let him attack in the post and be the decision maker.
So the Warriors has the 7th best defensive team in the league as Wiggins rolls out that free throw. They don't have a lot of teams come in and shoot 59% on them.
Well, the second half is still to come, and a lot of it is about the Kings have come to play, and it's not just on the offensive side. Defensively, they've been really good. Some of those turnovers have been self-inflicted, but a lot of them is like you're getting caught in the air with nowhere to go because they're staying home, and they're making sure they're not making a ton of mistakes defensively.
So Wiggins, 1 of 2 from the line. So can you finish the half on a defensive stop? Shot clock off. DeRozan is smart enough to take the last shot. Doing this for 16 years. Same draft to Steph Curry. And he ends the half with the bonus, along with Malik Monk and Keegan Murray. Said without De'Aaron Fox, you just look at how well the Kings have galvanized and played tonight. They've caught the Warriors step slow on the back-to-back, and that's enough. Trace, good ball movement. Schroeder was fouled by Malik Monk again.
But Schroeder, like in the first,
so good. He's the 5th leading scorer in the NBA. That they take turns, that's an offensive foul. They take turns, Fox, Malik Monk, and DeMar
them out of rhythm somehow. Don't be surprised if Warriors try a zone or something at some point.
Warriors will finish off the homestand Tuesday against Miami. Almost missing there. And offensive rebounds for a team that does not offensive rebound very often. And Murray missing that 3.
You got to find your physicality, hit them first, initiate contact.
This is looking for that split action. Wiggins little push shot. Andrew Wiggins has 14.
And he's going to go to work.
It's an eternity left in this game, but you got to start stringing together better possessions. They knocked it away from Sabonis. Malik Monk bottoming the 3. What a game for him. 7 of 10, 5 of 7.
Figured it out.
Steph cutting, and I'm just saying, from the beginning of the game, plays like that had been there, and the Warriors just, I don't know what was happening the first 12 minutes.
Well, that time Keon Ellis was top blocking him, so it was the only thing for Steph to do that time.
All the way to the rim, and Steve Kerr going to use it
to get everybody else going now, too, and stop them.
Wiggins inside, and Wiggs his own rebound and hammering that down.
Just dunk it home. It's perfect. There's another step back screen. Got him inside. You get the small defender on him. Get your own rebound. Power up.
And Steve Kerr's designs out of timeouts usually are very effective. Beautifully done.
Warriors just got to kind of slap themselves, get their energy up, get that physicality up.
Steph knocking it away.
Well, Steph is trying to vibes back in this half.
Maybe Malik Monk will shoot an air ball in the 24 seconds.
You need it now.
Draymond just walked right in and laid it in.
It's another Steph ball screen. Just cross pass with him. Defenders are backing up. Draymond Green's going.
And off of DeRozan's hands.
Here we go.
A stop. Can you score on the other end? Wiggins setting up Trace to lay it up and out. And there's no margin for error on these tonight. This big a deficit, you need everything. This one layup, and Steph turned Keegan Murray away. How about that?
He got up into him. Just got physical. Oh, Draymond got to turn around now.
That pass knocked away by DeRozan. And he'll lay it up and in.
That's what's hurt you the whole night. That's a momentum stopper.
Points off turnovers, 22 of them. That lob knocked away.
I told you, this team gets back. When Malik Monk got back, jumped high.
Foul inside, and
Sometimes these second games of back-to-backs, you can be a little flat.
Shot clock down to 4. Ellis missing that 3. Knocked out of bounds. Keegan Murray touched it left. Kyle Anderson up top.
Spacing right.
Wiggins setting up Kyle. Buddy Hield open 3. Those are the ones at this point you must hit. Buddy, good defense, knocked it up.
Tough to simulate all the handoffs and all the movement the Kings get.
Sabonis, nice out of bounds, to back with no travel.
That's it.
You know, when you, I try to tell people that don't do this for a living, like, you play, get on a plane, get in at 3 in the morning, like, those back-to-backs stink.
Right.
And the league has gotten rid of some of them, as Wiggins puts that up and in. The Warriors have played the most back-to-backs in the NBA, by the way, last year and this year. Shocker. But they're no fun.
Right.
And that's why teams' records on back-to-backs are usually awful.
And that's the thing, on the road, on the walkthroughs, you just got to do walkthrough like in the hotel room. Something like,
yeah. And we highlighted at the early part of the telecast, the step goes right through the Kings laid in. Suns run it back-to-back. Warriors win. Herder and Sabonis up top. Shot clock at 10. Buddy Hield fought over that screen nicely. Herder at the rim, contested and laid it up and in.
the hang time from Herder. You don't think of him as like a super athletic guy, but he stayed in the air a little longer that time.
Steph Curry missing that three.
A lot of times.
Yeah, Kings came in at 16 and 19. They were 7 and 7 on the road. The coaching change was precipitated by losing 5 straight home games, and a lot of them were just nail biters that really were frustrating. Buddy Hield, nice pass, and Kyle Anderson paying that off. And that was blowing a 19-point lead to Detroit and losing on a 4-point play.
Had some rough ones.
Warriors know all about those tough clutch losses and giveaways. Speaking of giveaways, another turnover. They're 17th of the night.
Easy.
Keon Ellis' foul.
He just jumped up and bit you.
Yeah, they're 10th in the league in turnovers, which is
They've been great.
Vast improvement over the past several years. The issue, though, when they have a game like tonight, it becomes contagious. It's not just one or two guys.
The guys that handle the ball the most, and you guys have to set the tone with the turnovers. And Steph's had a rough time tonight with his turnovers. It just kind of trickles down.
Yeah, 6 Kings in double figures, including all 5 starters and Sabonis. Kings haven't had any problems scoring this year. Foul before Draymond launched that 3.
He's trying to
sidestep 3. They have too much firepower to be a poor 3-point shooting team. Like, the numbers don't make any sense. Tonight, looks like them. 13 of 28 on threes. Herder and Keegan Murray have just had...
They make 10 threes in the first quarter.
Yeah, Malik Monk was 0 for 5 in that game on threes. Steph missing there. Kyle Anderson. That long reach. Tipped it to Draymond. You got a big lead on the road. More than happy to trade baskets. And for the Kings, they're always going to have that mentality when they play the Dubs. You see them 4 times. 2 years ago it was a game 7 where Steph went crazy to win it. Then the play-in, the Kings blew out the Warriors, ended their season. It was a good, healthy rivalry.
That's another. Well, they didn't call that. That is surprising.
Oh my foul.
I love Coach Kerr, but I can't get with him on this one. I mean, Keon Ellis felt that one. He had nothing else to do but crumble to the ground.
Now Steph will have the 2 free throws.
And part of that with Steve is just trying to infuse some energy into his squad, right? Hoping his team just follows his lead.
Be the Warrior coaching staff for a second.
And you're just trying to make a turning point stick, a turning point in the season. And this is not the performance you want.
No. First time you're going to see him in 4 meetings. The Kings have just had their way, really, from the beginning of the game. Carter missing that 3, but he healed the rebound. Moody trail 3. Moses dropping that in.
If any Warriors are in a zone now, trying to get the Kings out of rhythm.
Rosen on the other side. They forced the miss, but Sabonis having it knocked away, and he's fouled.
His offensive rebounds, but Sabonis just with his size, he's imposing.
One knocked away from Monk. Moody diving on the deck. What a nice play, Moses Moody. Buddy Hield open three. Buddy is 1 for 5 from distance.
Those are the ones you need to come back in a game like this.
And some wide open misses on those.
But Moses Moody is getting after it, though. Got on the ground, some floor burn in your life.
Hey, you're not going to have Kuminga for 3 weeks. There's opportunity to play at the forward spot.
Since you're on the ground and no one's really pressuring you.
Could have cut it to 19 on that Buddy Hield 3, and now Al Anderson left his feet. He also knew after hitting 22 and 23 threes tonight, 9 of 24. So
we were just hoping 2025 was the year of like.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I told you.
It's 18 turnovers.
Those cold spells are coming. And how do you look in those moments? And the Kings have ran away with this one, but you still have a whole quarter to play. A little bit left in the third now.
Buddy Hield setting up Trace. Off iron again. Trace Jackson Davis has had a tough time inside tonight.
And he struggled to finish around the basket at times.
Malik Monk doesn't struggle.
It's a
right-hand spike.
Screaming on people, too. That was ferocious.
That Buddy Hield missed 3. That had a chance to enliven things. And once he missed it, the Kings have just taken advantage, and the Warriors can't buy one inside now.
And you've had too many swings like this. Where you miss a layup,
And the Carter bottoming a 3.
they hit a 3.
10 for Carter off the bench, the 7th King in double figures. Moody had that knocked away.
And the Kings are just flying around.
Yep.
Flying.
I think it's going to be interesting tomorrow as Monk is fouled.
He's just
on a back-to-back.
Happen. Right? The shot selection we talked about, the turnovers. You need to watch that back because you need reminders. Like,
well, I mean,
sometimes you forget.
We've seen enough basketball. I said it. They lost this game in the first quarter.
They did.
I mean, without kind of an appropriate attack mode.
Well, the thing is, like, you came out that way when it comes to your offense
right
to start.
Right. And the way to slow down a team on fire is to go get fouled, go inside.
Right.
I mean,
Have your possessions count.
Steph missing that 3. But you start quick shotting early threes and turning it over and fueling their offense, and the Kings were on $1 billion to begin the game. Still at 55% shooting. Carter off iron there, another offensive rebound, and Sabonis puts it in. So what could have been a 19-point game is ballooned to 33. You're going to have extensive garbage time in this fourth quarter upcoming. Moody, corner 3. Moses just keep making threes. Several games for Moses Moody. 13 of 16 shooting, and that will do it.
The NBA is relentless as Lyles continues to attack inside.
Yeah, they're going to have won 4 in a row, though, and Warriors had won 3 out of 4, and that's going to get stunted a little bit tonight.
That's what I'm saying. This is a talented team as Pat Spencer gets inside. That was disappointed with the season they're having. They feel like they have way more talent than they've showed. They haven't shot as well as they're capable of. And it's almost the halfway point of the season. They're like, hey, it's time to get rolling here.
Kevin Huerter, DeMar DeRozan, Trey Lyles working on the block. Warriors with Moses Moody jumping in the passing lane. I like what Steve Kerr did here. Pat Spencer, Moses Moody, Lindy Waters, Kevon Looney, and Guy Santos. Give me 5 guys that don't play a lot. They're going to play.
On the bench and see what these guys can do.
Well, you have a lot of different roles in your career. What would be your mindset if you're Guy Santos or Lindy Waters or Pat Spencer right now?
Energy. Overwhelm them with your energy and drive it as much as possible as Pat Spencer's doing and get extra chance points.
Almost did it. Unable to put that home.
Second chance points.
DeMar DeRozan and the handle up top. The Kings are not going to take anything for granted in the first couple minutes of the fourth before they sub heavily. DeRozan is fun to watch. He's got a game that is unlike almost anyone else in the league. You mentioned Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, mid-range guy. DeRozan's been doing it for 16 years.
Oh, yeah. He's doubled the amount of attempts from mid-range Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's taken.
He waters off back iron. Well, you think of that draft. Steph Curry was in that draft, and DeRozan was in that draft.
True.
James Harden in that draft. Cycle it to Keegan Murray, missing that three, but Trey Lyles, what he does. What a great reserve big to have as he pulls that rebound. Kings have a lot of talent on the roster. Very good the last 2 years. DeRozan is the ad, but missing there. Moody with the board. Moody's been hot. Gonna shoot that three. Reload. Come off rhythm, and G. Santos is fouled.
Big.
Remember the mid-range there, and you see Moody. Okay, you want offensive rebounds? I'll give you that. Andy Waters missing that three. Lon's got 5 boards and 6 minutes of playing time. It's fun to watch. Going to see the Kings 3 more times. Go up the golden one. That's a great atmosphere in the NBA. Great fans. Herder. Hey, Kevin Herder and Keegan Murray are like coming out of slumps all in one night. Herder's got 16 on 4 of 6 on threes. And that's much more where they have been in their career. Spencer missing that three.
It feels like the Kings have had the momentum the entire night. And then if you ever hint at going a run, you turn the ball over and you get a momentum stopper if you're the Warriors.
Lyles will get to the line. Yeah, well, once the anthem ended, the Kings went on.
It's going to go. And, well, that was it tonight.
We mentioned it in the Memphis game when it was in hand at the end of the final minutes of the fourth. The Grizzlies are the second best team in the West, right? They're a really good team. They have not won a game when they trail after 3. The Warriors have won 1 game when they trail after 3. People think, oh, last 5 minutes of the NBA. No, you can lose games in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You know, that's if you're in control at the end of 3, you win almost all the time.
And in the past, the Warriors have had the bad start and then fought back to make it a clutch game. They played so many clutch games, but a lot of times it goes like this, where the team just gets on a roll if they come in hot, and there is no coming back.
The first game, and Spencer's fouled on that pass. The first game Doug Christie coached,
shot block, and it's like from behind. You know you probably shot a little too early. You could keep your dribble alive, get something better.
Nice. Pat Spencer and Guy Santos working well together there.
Well, it's great for these guys to get some run. Let Guy Santos get in there, get his feet wet. Like, as hard as these guys work in practice, again, going 3-on-3, 2-on-2, whatever it is, and just staying ready, keeping those legs alive.
Moody played DeRozan really well. They're forced to miss. And they get Lyles stepping out of bounds, who's not available to play. Moody, nice delivery to Looney.
They have to come help.
Lyles can hit that three, and he does. Lyles at 39%. Another Kentucky guy.
Basically doing work all over the league, but their three-point shooting, it's got to come up after this game, the last couple games for them.
McLaughlin inserted. Perfect backup point guard. Came up with that steal. Keegan Murray. See there, Randy Waters the rebound. And then McLaughlin in Minnesota was always terrific. Coming off the bench. Warriors throw that one away. So 20 turnovers tonight. Been fun to watch, actually. Doug McDermott checking in with Jordan McLaughlin. Devin Carter. Alex Len get an opportunity. Rattling that home.
Of course he gets the roll. Middle part of that zone is the weak spot. I do think there is something to be said about the fact that the Warriors only had the 5 fast break points, nothing much in transition. So when you're having to spend this much time of a game in the half court, how do you deal?
Yep.
The Warriors kind of struggled tonight, turned the ball over, didn't have the flow a lot of the night.
Santos an open three, shot that long and strong. Orlando Robinson, you always hear coaches say it's tough taking the ball out of the basket. The Kings were making shots, so you can't unless you get stops, you can't run off that. Go against a set defense, and like you said, steady diet of half-court offense. Could be a little ugly. Pat Spencer will draw the foul.
It's just the screening, the movement, but then
I got a big kick out of Cam Spencer and Pat Spencer.
That was awesome.
Playing against each other.
Wonderful.
Pat missing the free throw there, but the championship with UConn, and
that's the thing. We've seen it before when brothers are competing against each other, but it doesn't happen very often.
yeah, we'll see when Charlotte plays the Warriors with Steph and Seth, and then Dell broadcasting, which is always fun.
It's amazing.
I think we're going to see half of the Thompson.
Just talk about life in the NBA and ask him for advice and know he's going to do the same thing and be on that journey together. Nothing like it.
Well, how about when Markieff and Marcus Morris were on the same team, right? That was one of the funniest stories when they were in Phoenix. They lived together, right? And the house had a really nice master bedroom, and it had a second bedroom. And they were trying to figure out who gets the master bedroom. So they had a video game competition to see who got the master bedroom.
I love it.
Why not? When you having that knocked away.
Those guys can just change places if they want to. Those guys are identical.
It's like, okay, let's line up the Fortnite. Here we go. I want that master bedroom.
A lot of these guys are playing video games as their pastime.
Laughlin missing there. Evan Carter, he was a scorer in college. He's a scorer here in game 2 in his NBA career. Anthony Sons got 13 and 19 minutes off the bench.
And just missing 34 games with that shoulder injury. It's nice to see him back and playing good minutes. They're going to have to rely on him. They need him off the bench to play well.
Andy Waters hitting that 3. His first made 3. And he's played well the last couple games. It's good to see that one go down.
I mean, that's been the other issue for this Kings team. They just had to rely on the starters so much. And when the starters haven't had it, the bench has just kind of not been there. So the guy like Devin Carter, who can score, be a microwave scorer off the bench, handle the ball, it's offensive foul, moving screen.
So Cam called Chill Shark, and the Spencer's brothers have been involved in that. It's really a good cause, and it's a good idea. Pat takes an ice bath every single day.
That's amazing.
Moses Moody missing there.
Yeah, those ice baths are no joke. You've taken one?
I've been in cold plunges before.
Sure.
That's a mental.
You know what it
deal.
is? It's the first 5 minutes. If you can get through the first 5 minutes mentally, that's the hurdle you got to get over.
Laughlin missing there,
and then you just sit there, make yourself just chill.
The people that do that, you see football players, a lot of NBA guys do that.
Well, I know Kuminga. By the way, you missed a guy like Kuminga in this game, having his downhill attack,
right.
yin-yang, where the Warriors away from the basket, he's going to blow by you a little easier.
And when he starts hitting threes, then you're even, he's a streaky three-point shooter, but he can make them. Moses Moody's offense is coming along nicely. Bottoms that from the baseline.
And Malik Monk has counter moves, too. That's one thing. If you're there on the first move, can you guard the second one or the third one?
Warriors will have tomorrow off to regroup, and then Miami on Tuesday before they begin a 4-game road trip. Waiting for Kalena's winter fashion because Detroit, Indiana.
Big coats.
The games will all be played inside. So we'll be all right with that.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe we're going outdoors.
Detroit, Indiana, Toronto, Minnesota. Last look at Minnesota. Warriors have had some great games against them this year. Blocked by Alex Len as Pat Spencer was spilled. Game, a very big game. Wendy Waters hits trying to avoid the largest point deficit ever at Chase Center in terms of. I mean there are times in a sporting event where we have chronicled what the Warriors have not done tonight. Don't let that detract from how great Sacramento has been.
Right. Well, listen,
they've played just superb basketball.
Well, you lost by 50 to the Grizzlies, and you remember that and got revenge. Now you're going to have to remember this one for the next time you see the Kings.
Santos, what a pump fake and pass. You can hear Kalena say it. Take a beat.
Take a beat.
Take a beat.
Come on.
Had 22 turnovers tonight.
Be quick, but don't hurry. You never want to be rushed. And that's what the problem was at times tonight. Warriors were kind of sped up.
Laughlin tried to get it to Robinson. Looney still playing hard. Knocked that away. Santos, they swing. Moses Moody pays it off.
Yeah, there's some ball movement.
3 of 6 three-point shooting. He's going to get more opportunity. I mean, Kuminga was playing 30 minutes a night. There's Doug McBuckets. Doug McDermott dropping that in. It's sitting right now at 33. Moody on Lamb reverses it up and in. Moses Moody's got 13.
He's just going to keep going, get some momentum in the next game for Moses Moody.
Well, the Heat got blown out in their own building by Utah.
Yeah, they're going through.
They're going to play the Kings on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'll be able to watch that game, and then the Warriors will play the Heat on. Excuse me, the Warriors play the Heat on Tuesday. They're going to play Miami tomorrow. Eric Spoelstra might have something for the Heat after that game. That was very un-Miami-like.
They're kind of going through it with all the stuff